Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And as I was thinking about doing this video today, I was like, it's so funny how my perspective about this topic has changed over time. And I don't really know how I feel about it, so I guess we'll kind of find out as we go. My nose is itching me because of allergies in Indiana. I hate allergy season. It has been something that's driven me crazy since I was a little kid. So get your coffee and let's have a little chat, shall we? I was leaving the house yesterday and I saw this mallard walking across the street. Now, if you don't know what a mallard is, it's a kind of duck, and it is like bright green. It's beautiful, right? Well, mallards are male ducks. Now, I think I'm almost right about this, right? And the brown ducks are the ones that are not as pretty as the mallards, which I didn't know that for a long time. I learned all this from my mom, so if this is completely incorrect, then tell my mom. Or call my mom and tell her, but she's not around anymore, so you can't. So, Mom, if you lie to me, I'm going to be mad at you. If you lie to me just for the purpose of this story, I'm going to be so hurt. So anyway, this duck was like walking across the street, this mallard, right? And it stopped and kind of turned and was waiting for the lady duck. And I was like, oh, this is so sweet. Now, you know it's spring, and you know what they say in spring is that like the ducks, like and the rabbits and everything. We have so many animals around our house. We have deer, we have coyote, which you have to watch, the coyote for the dogs. We have deer, we have coyote, we have fox, we have rabbits, we have squirrels, we have ducks, we have geese, we have all kinds of stuff, like loons or whatever those are called, herons. We've got all of that. And it's really interesting. This lake by us, there's 2 swans in there. I think somebody bought them or something, because how does out of the blue does 2 swans end up in a neighborhood, you know, anyway. So let me find this picture for you because it's really cute. Oh no, first of all, I have a picture of Pee-Pee standing outside. Do you take pictures of your dogs just randomly? I do, because I love it so much. Okay, so let me see this picture. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this or not, probably not. But here they are. Oh, this is not gonna show up. Can you see them? They're walking in the grass, and the mallard is over here, and the other one is following it. And I was sitting here, and I was like, thinking to myself about like soulmates, and you guys are like, okay, this is a video about a duck, Peter. Well, hold on. And I was thinking about like the simplicity of animals, right? And animals mating and getting together. And it reminded me of the movie Rear Window, the Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. And in it, he's talking about how, like Jimmy Stewart's talking about being in love with Grace Kelly and he doesn't know if he wants to be with her or not. And Thelma Ritter, who is like this fantastic character actress, she plays his nurse. And so she's like changing stuff and she's like, I just don't get you guys these days. Back in the day, you met somebody, you fell in love, you got married, you had kids. It just wasn't that deep, right? And I do think, to some degree, we complicate the shit out of relationships today, you know? And what I love about my relationship with Alex was it very much was like that. Like, we met, neither one of us was very serious about getting in a relationship. In fact, neither one of us wanted to be in a relationship. We had so much fun together. We were going out all the time, dancing, staying up late, traveling. We traveled so much when we first got together that it was kind of like, you know, just this moment in time that we were like so, you know, pulled and gravitated towards each other. Had you asked me 2 relationships ago on my first boyfriend, do I believe in soulmates? I would say absolutely I believe in soulmates. Had you asked me 3 years into my 6.5 year relationship that I was in before, do you believe in soulmates? I would say absolutely. If you asked me today, do you believe in soulmates? I would say absolutely not. And it was something that was really, really hard for me. And I think that at least one person will relate what I'm about to say. And I don't want to be a dream killer, but this might help your relationship. When I got together with Alex, Alex is not somebody that believes in the fantastical. He is not somebody, like, I mean, he would question aliens and all that kind of stuff and say, oh, sure, maybe, you know. But he's not a believer in anything spiritual. So the whole idea of like 2 souls coming together and meeting out of all the people in the world, Alex is like, no, it's timing. You know, we met at the right time at the right place. We enjoy each other's company. We really like each other a lot. And it doesn't go a lot deeper than that. The commitment that we build to each other through a relationship is, you know, what makes the relationship so strong so that you feel as if your soul is connected to that person. We've had this conversation and that's how he feels. And at first, we would have this conversation, and I'd be like, so you don't believe in soulmates? And I was just, like, devastated, right? Because I, like, so bad wanted, you know, to be his soulmate, if that makes sense. And I don't really know why, in retrospect, but I was thinking about it with these ducks, because I was like, are ducks soulmates? Like, are they together for the rest of their lives, like dragonflies? Do you know that about dragonflies? Like, they mate for life. And there's a lot of different animals that do that. Or do you think that they, like, meet on the street and they're like, hey, Mrs. Duck, hey, Mr. Duck, how are you? Let's have some babies and follow me around the neighborhood. You know what I mean? And it's just not that deep. And, you know, I think it's interesting, this whole concept that Alex has about, you know, it's really made me question over time the meaning of commitment in a relationship and how you build that commitment. Is it just by putting somebody, like, one of the things that people ask us a lot is, are you guys going to change your names? And it's something that Alex and I have talked about extensively, and we've talked about hyphenating our names. I'm just not real big into hyphenating names. But Alex has, like, he has no problem taking my last name. I just don't want to take his last name because I've become Peter Monn in my degrees and where I used to work and things like that. And so, like, I just, like, for me to just take his name and him take my name, first of all, that's not, like, ever how I imagined it. And so we've talked about being like Peter Monn Paredes, Alex Monn Paredes, and hyphenating. So we may do that, but, like, would that change my relationship? Would that name change my relationship? And I don't think so. Not at all, you know? It would make me feel more a part, maybe, of his family, but I don't know that I need a name change to feel more part of his family, nor does he need that to be more part of mine. We're both really involved in each other's families, you know? And I think that what the commitment is spending time with family, spending time with each other's souls and what we love about each other, experiencing what that other person loves, getting to really know that other person, not just sitting at separate ends of the couch watching TV or playing on your computer at the end of the day and never communicating with each other, right? So what if you are soulmates and that's your relationship? Those are the conditions of your relationship. Okay, so great, you're soulmates. So forever and eternity after you're dead and gone, you guys will still be stuck together on separate ends of the couch, on your phones, watching TV kind of separately, right? Or would you rather make commitments to your relationship while you're here? And I don't know, it's very interesting because it makes you really kind of like question the whole idea of what commitment in a relationship or marriage is about to begin with. And the other thing that's interesting to me is that when I think about people that I really feel soul connected with, I mean, like, right out of the gate, like, my friend Tanya is one of those people. But I have had friends in my life. Now, Tanya and I have been friends for 21 years. But I have had friends in my life that I felt that connected to at one point that I don't even know where they are today. You know, so it's like, at points in your life, you can feel very connected to somebody, and then, boom, they're gone, you know, poof, they're not there anymore. And it's like, well, so was that connection real, or was it not? And I think for a lot of us, you know, when we get out of relationships or we lose friends, we question, was that relationship real? Was that friendship real? Did it mean anything? Absolutely. It meant everything at that time. At that time and in that place. And that's why I really recommend to people that when you get out of a relationship, take the good memories with you. Don't, like, you know, sit there and think about over and over and over again the bad memories and what happened and how it ended. Try to remember the good memories. The bad memories, the negative things that happen in that relationship shouldn't minimize or take away from what you had unless it was horrible and tragic. That's a completely different story. But I do think that we can take the negatives in a relationship and learn about our relationship as we go forward and how to apply that to our next relationship. I think what's interesting to me, and, you know, in our wedding vows, I was trying to look this up actually before I did this video. There's a movie that I love with Mary Tyler Moore and Dudley Moore, and it was called 6 Weeks. I don't know if anybody's seen it. But it was about this young girl. It was Mary Tyler Moore's daughter, and she had leukemia, and she was a ballet dancer. And all she wanted to do was dance in the Nutcracker for Christmas. So she goes with Dudley Moore and Mary Tyler Moore, and they stay at the Plaza in Christmas. And Mary Tyler Moore and Dudley Moore are not really romantic, but they're just kind of friends. And there's this one part where the girl, like, she has a bucket list of things she wants to do. And she holds a wedding for them, and she officiates it in the hotel room. It's a very endearing scene, and it starts off kind of funny, and then it gets very emotional. And the line that she says in there, I'm going to get it wrong, but it was actually, we put it in our vows of our wedding, and hopefully something to the effect of, and can we love each other as long as we both can remember, because there is no forever. And, you know, this whole idea of an afterlife, for me, I very much believe in. And I hope that when I get over the other side, you know, all of my family is there, all my friends, you know, my husband, when he comes, if I come first or whatever happens, you know, I hope that is the case. But if that isn't the case, I don't want to live in this idealistic world where I'm so fixated on, are you my soulmate? Are you not my soulmate? How do you know if somebody's your soulmate? BuzzFeed test, do this, do that. It doesn't really matter. You know, enjoy your partner while you're here. Enjoy your friends while you're here. Have the best life possible on a daily basis. Do not take them for granted. Be grateful for the people that are in your life. Be so thankful that they're there. I try to do that every single day and not take any of it for granted. And then at the end of the day, does it really matter if they're my soulmate? No. Because it really feels like they are anyway. You know what I mean? I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.